Central Virginia's longest-running high school academic quiz show. Battle of the Brains, presented by Virginia 529 College Savings Plan. And now, host Cheryl Miller.
Hello and good morning. Thanks for joining us for Battle of the Brains. I'm Cheryl Miller. We're excited to be able to bring you a brand new season of Battle. And as with a lot of things these days, we have had to make changes to the way our academic challenge is played due to the pandemic situation. Our competition, though, still welcomes teams from schools all across the Commonwealth of Virginia. Joining us remotely, today's teams are the Commodores of Maury High School, coached by Tony Kershasky and William McCone. The oldest high school in Norfolk, Maury High, has a medical and health specialties program in association with Eastern Virginia Medical School, and it's the only school in the district with this type of specialty program. Also with us remotely today, the Bulldogs of Luray High School, coached by Gwen Burley and Adam Harnish. With a nearly 120-year tradition, Luray High School is in Page County in the Shenandoah Valley. With approximately 600 students, this public school carries a strong tradition of excellence in academics and in athletics. And so good to have all of these students here with us today remotely. And because we can't all be together, here's how our game has changed. We will have toss-up rounds, but questions will be directed to each student and will alternate between the teams. And there will be no point deductions for incorrect answers. All right, teams, here we go. Here is the first toss-up round. And we start with our first question going to Maury High School and Connor. Connor, name the country led by Jair Bolsonaro that is the world's largest producer of orange juice.
Panama.
That would be Brazil. Going over now to Luray High School and Kaya. Kaya, what cabinet level position did Robert F. Kennedy hold in the administration of his brother, President John F. Kennedy?
Secretary of State?
He was actually the Attorney General. All right, back to Maury High School and Lauren. Lauren, in which southern U.S. city was Martin Luther King Jr. fatally shot by James Earl Ray in 1968? That would have been in Memphis. All right, Juno. Who was the first woman to fly a plane solo across the Atlantic Ocean?
Amelia Earhart.
That is correct. Back to Maury and Reagan. Reagan, on what national monument would you find the inscription, "Here rest in honored glory an American soldier known but to God"?
Unknown Soldiers Monument?
That is correct, on the tomb of the unknown soldier. All right, Luray and Jesse. Jesse, which NBA team usually plays its home games in Orlando, Florida?
Years.
That would be the Orlando Magic. Maury High School and Ethan. This word designates a more pleasant term used in place of one considered to be harsh or offensive, such as, he passed away for he died. What is this term?
No answer.
That would be a euphemism. All right, Brianna on the Luray team. What actor played the character of Peter Quill's biological father in the movies Guardians of the Galaxy 2? And that would be Kurt Russell. He portrayed Ego, the living planet. Back to Maury and Connor. He was the last of the so-called 5 good emperors. Name this Roman emperor who was succeeded by his son Commodus.
Diocletian.
It would be Marcus Aurelius. Luray and Kaya. What 10-letter word designates a fixed, often unflattering conception of a person, group, or idea? That would be a stereotype. Maury, Lauren. Pencil and paper ready. In the mathematical equation, 15 minus 5 equals 10, what number is the subtrahend?
5?
That is correct. 5 is the subtrahend. All right, to Luray and Juno. The id, ego, and the superego are concepts originated by which Austrian author of The Interpretation of Dreams?
Orgel.
That would be Sigmund Freud. All right, back to Maury and Reagan. It is the most common noble gas on Earth. Name this element with the chemical symbol Ar.
Argon.
Argon is correct. Luray and Jesse. Who was the Iraqi dictator overthrown by American-led coalition forces in the Second Gulf War?
Saddam Hussein.
Saddam Hussein is correct. Ethan, on Maury team. Identify the inn where the group of pilgrims in Chaucer's The Canterbury Tales meet across the Thames from London. It would be the Tabard Inn. Luray and Brianna. Presbyterianism is a branch of Reformed Protestantism that traces its roots to Scotland. Spell Presbyterianism.
Prestianism.
No.
That is incorrect. It's Presbyterianism. All right, and that's the end of our first toss-up round. Good job by our teams. Up next, we'll meet today's players, and then they'll take on the category round here on Battle of the Brains.
Welcome back to Battle of the Brains, presented by Virginia 529 College Savings Plan.
And here are the scores following the first round toss-up here on Battle of the Brains. Maury High School with 30 points, Luray High School with 20 points. And we've got a lot more questions still to come, and we'll get back to our match just ahead. But first, we want to introduce you to today's players. Let's start with our team from Maury High School. The Commodores are coached by Tony Kershasky and William McCone. Let's introduce you to our team. They are Connor McCarty, who is a senior. He's currently looking to attend ODU. He likes their physics department there. His interests include programming and sailing. Our team captain for Maury is Lauren Hopkins. She's a senior. Her hobbies include volleyball, and she spent the summer traveling around the country playing volleyball. She'll be attending university to study medicine. Reagan Heller is a sophomore. She's interested in medicine also. She's looking to attend university and go to medical school. She wants to specialize in pediatric anesthesiology. And wrapping up our Maury team is Ethan Reinhardt, who is a senior. He spends his time volunteering, and he likes to participate in the Scouts. Welcome to our team from Maury High School. Good to have you joining us remotely here on Battle of the Brains. Now let's meet our team from Luray High School. They are the Bulldogs. Their coaches are Gwen Burley and Adam Harnish. First up is Kaya Huffman. Kaya is a senior. She loves literature, poetry. She likes to spend time with her kitties, and she works on the weekends at the Luray Caverns. Up next is our team captain from Luray is Junel Smith, who is a senior. He likes debate, forensics, 4-H, livestock, scholastic bowl, and baseball. He wants to attend Virginia Tech as an engineering student. Next up is Jesse Catron, who is a senior. He's an Eagle Scout. He likes robotics, congressional-style debate, music production, and programming and coding. Would like to study computer engineering at Tech. And wrapping up our team from Luray is Brianna Seekford, who is a senior. She enjoys collecting plants. She likes baking and taking pictures. She likes photography. Would like to attend UVA to study mathematics or statistics. Good to have our team from Luray High School with us today, competing on Battle of the Brains. And now for our category round. Each team will select one 10-question category from today's choices. If the team gets all of its questions correct in the allotted time, they'll get a 20-point bonus. Teams, take a look here at today's categories from which you may choose. They are 3-1, human organs, and horror movie villains. And we do note that in this round, only the captains can officially answer for the team, but they may confer with their teammates to try to come up with the correct answers. And the high score gets their first choice of category. That is our team from Maury. So, Lauren, quickly talk it over with your teammates and let me know what category you would all like to play.
Guys, I vote human organs.
Me too. That's what I would vote for.
I'm happy with whatever.
Okay.
Oh, okay. Well,
Are you guys
I'd vote 3-1, but
I'm not sure what that means.
Me neither.
Yeah.
That's why.
That one or human organs?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm between those two.
All right, Lauren.
just
Human
pick
organs.
one.
I think we're gonna go human organs.
Human organs. All right. In which organ of the human body would one find each of the following? The first is islets of Langerhans.
Liver, I think.
That is a pancreas.
Oh, wait, yeah.
My answer is pancreas.
That is correct. Find the highest concentrations of iodine.
Ooh. What do you guys think?
Pass.
We're better off just guessing something at least.
I just pass. Don't spend our time.
Lauren?
My answer is liver.
That would be the thyroid. Parietal cells that secrete hydrochloric acid.
Pass. What do you think?
The brain?
My answer is brain.
That would be the stomach. The mitral valve.
Heart?
My answer is heart.
Correct. The nephrons.
Kidneys?
That's right. Wait.
Kidneys.
That's right. You're right. My answer is kidneys.
That is correct. The retina and the macula.
Your eye?
Yeah, the eye.
My answer is eyes.
Correct. The occipital lobe.
My
That's
answer
the
is
brain.
Yeah.
Brain
My
is,
answer is
brain is correct, yes. Sequestered red blood cells.
Is it spleen or I don't know.
My answer is
Spleen is correct. The duodenum.
Small intestine.
And time is up, and that is in the small intestine or bowel. That is correct. All right, Luray High School, Juno, and you and your team will either play 3-1 or horror movie villains. Quickly talk it over. Let me know what you'd like to play.
What do you guys think?
I think we should do horror movie villains. It sounds like fun.
What are you guys good with?
I've never watched
Horror. Really?
I think there's more of us that'll know 3-1 maybe.
But 3-1. The ambiguity scares me. I don't really know what it would be.
Look,
Whatever.
All right, Juno, I need an answer.
all right, what do you guys think?
I'll just leave it up to you guys.
We'll go 3-1.
All right, identify the term related to all three given clue words. The first is cumulus, cirrus, stratus.
Clouds.
Our answer is clouds.
Correct. Tectonic, volcanic, collapse.
Plates.
Our answer is plates.
That would be earthquakes. Celeron, athlon, pentium.
I'm not sure.
Core.
What?
Core.
Our answer is cores.
That would be computer processors. Sleet, drizzle, hail.
Precipitation. Our answer is precipitation.
Correct. Amoeba, paramecium, euglena.
Glands?
No.
No.
It's like single, like bacteria, right? No.
Our answer is bacteria.
It would be protozoa or single cell.
Oh, single
Cyclotron,
lines.
Van de Graaff, synchrotron, synchnotron.
Anything?
I don't know what a synchrotron is. No.
Pass.
That'd be particle accelerators, sheet, anvil crawlers, and cloud to ground.
I'm not sure. Do you guys know?
Anything?
Storage. Data storage.
Our answer is data storage.
That would be lightning, planetary, trade, and westerlies.
Is it like a type of stadium? I'm not sure.
And those
Our
would
answer is
be
stadium.
winds. And wins. And we've had the buzzer, so that good job on the category round by our teams. Up next, we'll have another toss-up round, so stay here for more Battle of the Brains.
Welcome back to Battle of the Brains, presented by Virginia 529 College Savings Plan.
And here are the scores following the category round here on Battle of the Brains. Maury High School with 60 points, Luray High School with 30 points. And now back to Battle of the Brains and another toss-up round. And again, questions are being directed this season to individual players alternating between teams and no point deduction for any incorrect answers. We're going to start this toss-up round with our team from Maury, and the first question goes to Connor. Connor, in baseball, what is the maximum number of runs that can be scored with one swing of the bat?
4.
4 is correct. All right, our next question goes to Luray and Kaya. In this phenomenon, a very dense object creates such a powerful gravitational field in such a small space, not even an electromagnetic radiation can escape. Name this phenomenon. And that would be a black hole. All right, Maury and Lauren. Which 1952 John Steinbeck novel featuring the Trask and the Hamilton families is based on the biblical story of Cain and Abel? I need you to turn your microphone on, Lauren.
Hear me now?
Yes, we can hear you. And what was your answer?
Out of Mice and Men.
All right, it's actually East of Eden. All right, over to Luray and Junel. 3 men are tied for the most NASCAR Cup Series championships with 7 each. Name any one of them.
Jeff Gordon.
No.
They would be Richard Petty, Dale Earnhardt, or Jimmy Johnson. All right, over to Maury and Reagan. What type of plate, which comes in fine and bone varieties, shares its name with a country? That would be China. All right, Luray and Jesse. He was the first African American to receive a PhD from Harvard, named as co-founder of the NAACP and author of The Souls of Black Folk, who moved to Ghana, where he died in 1963 at the age of 95.
W.E.B. Du Bois.
That is correct, W.E.B. Du Bois. All right, over to Maury and Ethan. What was the West Point, Virginia native and Marine Lieutenant General Lewis B. Puller's nickname? He was nicknamed Chesty Puller. Over to Luray and Brianna. You may need your pencil and paper. What would the total be of points scored in a game by the New York Giants if they scored 4 touchdowns, 3 of 4 field goal attempts, and missed 1 extra point? And that would be 36, 24 plus 9 plus 3. Over to Maury and Connor. Giotto, Titian, and Raphael all painted famous renditions of this woman holding her son on a throne. What was the Italian name for the Virgin Mary?
Notre Dame? I don't know.
That would be Madonna or Maria. All right, Luray and Kaya. Biologist and author of The Silent Spring, Rachel Carson awakened the world's consciousness with respect to what potentially dangerous toxic substances? Those would be pesticides. All right, Maury and Lauren. Disney is changing the characters in the Splash Mountain theme park to those in the film Song of the South to those from which more recent movie? All right, that would be The Princess and the Frog. Over to Luray and Junel. Charles I was beheaded and the Commonwealth established after what civil war won by Oliver Cromwell?
The British Civil War.
That is correct, or the English Civil War. And that buzzer means the end of this toss-up round, and we have one more toss-up round ahead, and we'll have today's winner here on Battle of the Brains.
Welcome back to Battle of the Brains, presented by Virginia 529 College Savings Plan.
And here are the scores as we head now into the final round here on Battle of the Brains this morning. Maury High School with 70 points, Luray High School with 50 points. And in this final toss-up round, the point score for a correct answer is doubled, and there is no deduction for an incorrect answer. And again, for our virtual version of Battle of the Brains, we will direct questions to individual students, and we're alternating between teams. We're going to start this toss-up round with Maury High School and Reagan. Reagan, it posits that economics is a zero-sum game and suggests exploiting colonies for their raw materials. Name this theory that advocates maximizing bullion holdings.
No answer.
That would be mercantilism. All right, over to Luray and Jesse. What is the Polynesian name for an appetizer platter containing an assortment of items including spare ribs, chicken wings, and fried shrimp? That would be a poo-poo platter. All right, Maury and Ethan. If it had passed during any of the years between 1972 to 1982, it would have been the 27th Amendment. Name this amendment which goes by the letters ERA.
The Equal Rights Act? No, Equal Rights Amendment?
Equal Rights Amendment is correct. All right, over to Luray and Brianna. What east to west interstate highway connects the cities of Williamsburg and Charlottesville, Virginia?
81, Interstate 81.
No.
That would be Interstate 64. All right, Maury and Connor. After viewing the ruins of a monastery, which well-known British poet wrote lines written a few miles above Tintern Abbey? Would be William Wordsworth. Okay, Luray and Kaya. When does the season of Advent begin?
December.
I need you to be more specific.
Pass.
And that would be the fourth Sunday before Christmas. All right, over to Lauren and Maury. What is the 7-letter term for any conic section formed by a cutting plane inclined to the base but not passing through it?
No answer.
That would be an ellipse. Over to Luray and Junal. What is the name for an atom or molecule with an unpaired electron?
An unstable atom.
They would be paramagnetic. Maury and Reagan. The Bay of Campeche is an arm of which body of water bordered by the states of Veracruz and Yucatan, as well as Louisiana?
The Gulf of Mexico?
That is correct. Luray and Jesse. It is the place where representatives of the Third Estate of the 1789 pledged not to disband until they had written a constitution. Complete the title of Jacques-Louis David's painting, The Oath of the Blank.
Office.
That would be Oath of the Tennis Court. All right, Maury and Ethan. Who was the founder of the evangelical Christian political movement known as the Moral Majority?
Answer.
That would be Jerry Falwell. Brianna. The Battle of Chickamauga was a U.S. Civil War fought near Chattanooga, Tennessee. Spell Chickamauga.
CH.
You started, you can finish.
I have no idea.
Okay, it's spelled Chickamaauga. Maury and Connor, eye color is defined by which part of the eye?
The retina.
That would be the iris. Luray and Kaya, what is the capital city of Minnesota?
Pass.
That would be St. Paul. Lauren, and that buzzer means the end of our round. While our judges double check the final score for us, we want to remind you how to stay connected to us here at Battle of the Brains. To find out more about our show, just log on to battleofthebrains.net. You'll also find Battle of the Brains on Facebook and full episodes of our show on our Battle of the Brains YouTube page. And as we continue round 1 of our new season of Battle of the Brains, join us next week for a special exhibition match. We did have a team forfeit, so defending champions Douglas Freeman High School of Henrico will automatically advance in the competition. We'll bring you a special exhibition match next week featuring Freeman and Maury High School. Watch for that next week here on Battle of the Brains. Now, here's our final score for today's match, determining which team will continue on in this season's competition. Our team from Luray High School ends the match with 50 points. A great job today by Kaya, Juno, Jesse, and Brianna. Thanks so much for joining us here today. Our winners today with a final score of 110 points, our team from Maury High School of Norfolk. Connor, Lauren, Reagan, and Ethan will join us in the next round. They'll actually join us next week for that special exhibition game. We appreciate you for that. I'm Cheryl Miller. Thanks so much for watching and playing along here on Battle of the Brains. We'll see you back here next Saturday morning. Thanks, teams.
Battle of the Brains, presented by Virginia 529 College Savings Plan.